Hi guys, we are starting a new Freddy book today. This is book number 12, so we're backing up a little bit, and it is Stop That Hamster. I'm already starting to come up with some ideas about what I think is going to happen in this book. I'm looking at the title, and I'm looking at the picture for my clues. I'm seeing them in their pajamas, I'm seeing them with flashlights, and I'm seeing them with a hamster. Now, we know that Freddy is not allowed to have animals. So it's probably not Freddy's hamster. Robbie does have animals. Remember, he had a little mouse that they were going to use for his magic show. So it's very possible that it's Robbie's hamster. It's very possible that he sneaks it over to Freddy's house during a sleepover, and perhaps the hamster gets loose. And that's why it's called Stop That Hamster. What do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen in this book? Just based on the title and the picture that you see, and from all of the other Ready Freddy books that we've read, the patterns that we've been noticing, what do you think is going to happen in this book? What is Freddy's problem going to be? I like your thinking. Let's take a look at the first page. I have a problem. A really, really big problem. It's my turn to bring Harold, the class pet, home for the weekend, but my mom doesn't allow us to bring animals into the house. Let me tell you about it. All right. Did any of you think that? Did any of you think that maybe this was actually a class pet and perhaps he finds a way to sneak it home? Chapter 1. Harold's Adventures, Part 1. We're going to dive right into it. Boys and girls, it's time for Chloe to share what she did with Harold when she took him home with her for this weekend, said my teacher, Mrs. Wishy. This should be good, Jessie whispered in my ear. Oh, yeah, I giggled. Real good. I feel sorry for Harold already. Chloe, come on up and bring the hamster journal with you, said Mrs. Wishy. Chloe bounced to the front of the room and sat down in the teacher's chair. She smoothed her skirt and cleared her throat. Then she carefully opened the journal to her page. Harold and I had a marvelous weekend, she began. Oh boy, here we go. My best friend Robbie muttered under his breath. First, I took Harold to the beauty parlor. The beauty parlor, Max interrupted. Hamsters don't go to the beauty parlor. That's only for people. Max and Mrs. Wishy, please do not interrupt. That is very rude. Right now it is Chloe's turn. If you want to make a comment, please raise your hand. As I was saying, Chloe continued, glaring at Max, I took Harold to the beauty parlor, my beauty parlor, at my house. His fur was looking a little messy and he smelled stinky, so I thought I'd give him a little wash and a quick blow dry. A wash and a blow dry, I snickered. Does she realize that Harold is a hamster? I put him in the sink and washed him with my special pink strawberry sparkle shampoo, the one that makes my curls so shiny and bouncy, she said, fluffing her hair. I covered him in soapy bubbles and he looked like a little puffy white cloud. Is she kidding? Jessie whispered to me. I can't believe the little thing didn't jump out of the sink and run away. I know I would have. I looked at Robbie. He was just sitting there shaking his head. I rinsed him off and wrapped him up in my super soft princess towel. He looks so adorable. Do you know that Harold is a boy? Max interrupted again. Stop interrupting me, Max, Chloe snapped. It's not your turn. Well, boys don't like sparkly shampoo and princess towels. You're such a weirdo. I am not a weirdo. Mrs. Wishy, make him be quiet. He's ruining my story. Max, said Mrs. Wishy, you may not yell out like that and interrupt people. I've also talked to you many times about calling people names. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't open your mouth at all. I've already given you one warning. Now you need to go sit in a chair. If I have to talk to you again, then I'm sending you to the principal's office. Do you understand me? Yes, Max muttered under his breath. What was that? I didn't hear you. Yes, Mrs. Wishy. Max got up and went to go sit in a chair. He gets sent to that chair so many times, it ought to have his name on it. Now, where was I? Chloe continued. Almost done, I hope, I whispered to Jessie. Don't count on it, she whispered back. She'll go on all day if you let her. She loves to hear herself talk. After Harold's bath, I got out the blow dryer and fluffed him up. Then I tied a little ribbon in his hair. I heard Max groan from the back of the room, but he bit his lip and didn't say anything. He had already been to the principal's office once this morning. I don't think Mr. Pendergast would be too happy to see him again. I took a picture of him so you could all see how cute he looked. Chloe held up the journal where she had taped a picture of Harold with a pink ribbon tied on the top of his head. Doesn't he look precious? I think I'm going to be sick, Robbie said. Only one more minute, Chloe, said Mrs. Wishy. One more minute? There's no way I can finish telling you about everything Harold and I did together in 1 minute. Well, choose one more thing you want to share about your weekend with Harold, and the class can read the rest when it's their turn to take the journal home. Chloe scrunched up her nose. It's so hard to choose. Oh, I no, I painted his toenails with pink polish and okay, well, thank you, Chloe, Mrs. Wishy said, cutting her off. But wait, I'm not finished. Yes, you are, Jessie whispered in my ear. Oh, yeah, I nodded. She's finished, all right. Chloe, we've run out of time, Mrs. Wishy continued. Thank you for taking such good care of Harold. It sounds as if he had a wonderful weekend. It sounds to me like he couldn't wait to get out of there, Jessie said. Poor little Harold. How did he survive? Let's see, who's next on the list? Freddie, it looks like it's your turn, but I know your mom doesn't let you have animals in the house, so, it's okay. It's fine with her. It is? Robbie whispered in my ear. When did you ask her? Why do you think Freddie did that? Why do you think that he is telling Mrs. Wishy that his mom said it's fine if he has an animal? You think that it's because he doesn't want to feel left out? Do you think that it's because he thinks he's going to be able to come up with a plan to sneak the hamster in for the weekend? Freddie can be pretty sneaky, as we've learned throughout the books. Let's see. Well, I haven't actually asked her yet, but I know she's going to say yes, I whispered back. Dream on, Robbie said. I swatted his face away with my hand. Are you sure it's okay, Mrs. Wishy asked. Yes, I'm sure. She thinks Harold is really cute, and she said I could bring him home for the weekend. Listen to you. Now you're just talking crazy, Robbie muttered. I glared at him and then turned back to Mrs. Wishy. My mom will be here on Friday after school to pick up Harold. Well, all right, said Mrs. Wishy. How nice of your mom. Yes, how nice, Robbie said, smiling at me. I let out a big sigh and hit my forehead with the palm of my hand. Do it with me. Think, 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 I muttered. I really had my work cut out for me. How was I ever going to convince my mom to let me bring Harold home? So I have a little assignment for you. The last question that Freddie asks in this chapter is, how is he ever going to convince his mom to let Harold come home? So I would love for you for tomorrow to do a little bit of writing for me, just a little bit. And I would love for you to answer that question. How do you think Freddie is going to convince his mom to let him bring Harold? What would you do? How would you convince your parents to let you bring home a class pet? And you can have your parents take a picture of your writing and send it to me. I would love to read it. Some of you have been sending me some things, and I really enjoy looking at your writing and the things that you're working on since I can't actually be with you. So I would love it if you guys could do a little writing for me and tell me how you would convince an adult to let you bring home a class pet, or how do you think Freddie's going to do it? Right, we have been doing persuasive writing, so this should be a good little writing task for us. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Chapter 2 tomorrow is the King of Responsibility. Maybe that will give you a little bit of a clue of what to put in your writing. All right, see you later. Bye.